bad feeling about this.
Alright, so I am at one of my favourite places in the world, the George Pub and Grill in Stockton, with this monstrosity in front of me. So this is the world's biggest Yorkshire pudding wrap, coming in at 26 inches long. This thing is very hefty. Stuffed to the brim with stuffing, roast chicken, cranberry sauce, lots and lots of homemade gravy, 2 kilos of homemade roast potatoes, which look like the most perfect roast potatoes I've ever seen. And yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can finish this. This is not really an official food challenge as of right now. I just wanna kind of see if I can get it done. I'm the first person to actually attempt something like this. But yeah, this has to be the world's biggest Yorkshire pudding wrap, 26 inches. It's pretty big, I must say. Check out the George Pub and Grill on social media, Facebook and Instagram. It's very heavy and also very large. Alright, there's no time limit, but I'm just going to see how fast I can get it down. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, timer's gone. First of all, I just want to cut through this. This is a custom made Yorkshire pudding, by the way. Alright, this is going to get a bit messy, I do apologise, but there's no clean way to eat this. Just look at that. That is mental. Alright, here we go. Alright my friends, what is going on? Thank you very much for joining me on another video. I'm going to be doing a little commentary over this one because this was a pretty long one, let's just put it that way. So as you guys can see from the video, this is the world's biggest Yorkshire pudding wrap. In case you don't know what a Yorkshire pudding is, I would recommend just googling it because I really can't be bothered explaining it. Woo! It's great. So yeah, if you want to know what a Yorkshire pudding is, go ahead and Google it. It's very British. It's definitely big. Wow. Just want to get a couple of things out of the way with first. So obviously, yes, I'm at the George Pub and Grill, which is a restaurant, and obviously restaurants are not open at the moment with the whole lockdown thing. But guys, I was actually working here in the kitchen. For those of you that don't know, my actual full-time job is working in the kitchen. So I was actually helping out these guys, prepping the food for a busy Saturday. Hence why I was here. I didn't make a special trip to come here. Yeah, this is the biggest thing you've done here. You think? That's right. Not moving. I was already here and we decided that in my lunch break... This is actually a little bit mad, I'm not gonna lie. I would attempt the world's biggest Yorkshire pudding wrap. This is easily £10. You think? This is massive. Which might have been a mistake, let's just say that. So we were all keeping our distance 2 meters apart. Everybody else in the entire building had a face mask on, and I also had a face mask on up until the point of eating. There is only 4 of us in the entire building. There is me, there is Craig Harker, the owner of the George Pub and Grill, and then there is 2 chefs that are actually in the kitchen while we were filming this video. So yeah, there was only me and Craig actually in the main restaurant. And like I said, they weren't actually open. Alright, so next up, I want to go ahead and just say this thing came out, like, incredibly heavy. I was not expecting this thing to be so heavy. In my mind, I was kind of thinking this is going to be around 10 pounds of food. You know, it'll maybe take me 30 minutes and I'll have a good time and it'll be fun. This came out, like, incredibly massive. As you guys seen from the start, I listed all of the ingredients for this. Now, we didn't actually weigh this thing, but just going off the pure ingredients, this entire tray of food was 19.8 pounds. That's not an exaggeration. Like I say, the chefs told me the exact quantities of ingredients, and I went ahead and kind of used Google to help me get the exact weight for this. So it might be off by a little bit, but within sort of 19.8 pounds of food. Just the wrap alone, going off the ingredients, was 15.8 pounds, which is actually like ridiculous. You can't tell by the video, but this thing must have been like £10. This is ridiculous. 23 minutes in, I mean, just look how dense that is. There's 35 eggs went into making this. And I can feel every one of them. bear that in mind when watching this. I was expecting a £10 meal, and this thing came out to pretty much double that. This certainly is one of the biggest things I've ever attempted to eat.
Despite the fact this thing is massive, it tastes really good.
And you can just see by the video, it's dense, it's massive. You can certainly see when I actually turn it to the side. You can just see how packed it actually is. But yeah, I listed all the ingredients at the start so you guys can check them all out. I've not exaggerated it, that is the exact weight of all of this. Just the potatoes alone were around 2 kilos, which is 4 pounds. Just absolutely insane. Also, I will say that this thing was cooked in lard, not oil. I said oil at the start, or I put oil at the start. This thing was actually cooked in just pure lard. This was definitely not fat free, but it did taste fantastic. That's the other thing. This thing may have been massive, but it tasted absolutely amazing.
How do you feel?
Perfect combination, Yorkshire pudding with the stuffing, the cranberry sauce, the roast chicken. Absolutely spot on. Lots and lots of gravy. You really can't go wrong.
So Carl's wearing the British Eating League 2020 official shirt.
But guys, I'm just going to let you watch the rest of this video without me talking. It gets pretty insane, as you will see. You'll have to watch and find out if I actually managed to finish all of this. But let me just say, this was, after sort of halfway, this became very unfun.
So there's a big gap on his plate now, which wasn't there 10 minutes ago. And that wrap went over the plate, both edges. If you see the other video, you'll see how big that wrap was.
Anyway, with that said guys, I will leave you to enjoy the rest of this video. Of course, if you did enjoy, go ahead, hit that like button. And if you guys are feeling generous, go ahead, pick one of my t-shirts up. Links will all be down below. The links to the George Pubbing Wheel will also be down below. And with that said, my friends, I will catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.
And I think he thought it was going to be a lot easier than what it actually is. Come on, Carl! Come on! Three minutes gone. He's still got the roasties there.
Don't remind me.
'Cause tell you now, he definitely won't give up on this. If Carl gives up on this, I will give everyone free dessert on the next meal.
Whoa.
On the first month of opening. If Carl doesn't finish this meal, if there's no time in it to get myself out of jail, then everyone will get a free dessert if he doesn't finish it. Come on, Carl! 50 minutes and 55 seconds. The Yorkshire pudding wrap has gone, so he's actually demolished the world's biggest Yorkshire pudding wrap here at the George Pub Grill.
I'm tapping out. Any more, and I'm actually going to burst. There's no way I can do it.
Tapping out.
I'm tapping out.
Right, so at the minute, Carl's 56 minutes in. Getting a dessert. Everyone can have a free dessert because Carl failed to eat the remaining roasties. And tell everyone they can have a free dessert on us. So that's the kind of guy I am.
You made a mistake there.
I know I did.
Always room for some dessert, so I may have failed the challenge. I'm about ready to burst, but there's still room. Got Biscoff cheesecake, some cream on top. This looks very appealing right now. So good.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh.